Hello everyone, and a total bomb has dropped this week. Bungie have made so many things free for everybody to claim. It's absolutely blown my mind actually. So what we've got, you've got Shadowkeep, you've got Beyond Light, you've got the Witch Queen, and I thought that was it. And then it turns out you've got all of the seasons free as well to play. So that's Season of Defiance, Season of the Deep, Season of the Witch, and Season of the Wish. They're all free. It's absolutely crazy. Now, when you look and see what this encompasses, and you've been a free-to-play player, or you maybe haven't bought all the seasons this year, or you haven't bought all the expansions, you're going to be so busy, because remember, all this stops being free on the 3rd of June, the day before the final shape drops. So you've got like 3 weeks to go absolutely crazy, and if that wasn't enough, they've opened up the paid track on the season pass. So normally if you're a free-to-play player, you can only claim the top one. Well, now you can claim the bottom one as well. Look at this, look, because I haven't got this on my alternate character. So look, we can grab everything. So it's going to be really worth you grinding out the season pass, because you're going to get loads of stuff. You get yourself a Dragon's Breath. We've got shaders here like Dreamweaver that you can pick up. Very nice indeed. But not only do you get Dragon's Breath, the main ornament as well, you can also get deep sight harmonizers like you can see here. There's loads of enhancement cores on there. There's ghost shells, the anthemic invocation shell. Look at that, baby. Yes, that's totally excellent. And what else do we have here? Well, I haven't gone up this far yet, but you've got the whole armor set that you can get. Plus, don't forget there's bright dust on this track too, not to mention your enhancement prisms, exotic engrams as well. Let's keep on going up here. There we go. Look, there's an extra 1,000 bright dust there. We're on 78. We've got emotes, the Luminous Vigil emote, which is particularly nice. I like that, yes. What else do we have here? We've got Ascendant Shards, Ascendant Alloys. We've got ornaments as well. These are actually the helmets, but you can see we're getting close to 90. Look, that's, for example, the Titan Universal Ornament, the Anthemic Invocation Helm, and that's for all 3 classes too. Plus, you've got a really groovy Dragon Summon emote here as well, which I think is excellent. Plus, you've got an amazing weapon ornament, the Dying Dream for the Dragon's Breath as well. Now, what's completely excellent about all of this stuff is that once you've earned it, you keep it even when the date has passed, the 4th of June, and they stop being free anymore. The only things you won't be able to access after the date has passed is Stasis, because that's tied into Beyond Light, and also any of the dungeons. You can't access them anyway. When I say dungeons, the dungeons that you need keys to play. So you know they release dungeon keys, so they're not free at all. So you can see there, look, Spire of the Watcher requires the Destiny 2 Witch Queen dungeon keys. So they haven't given you the dungeon keys, but really they've given you absolutely everything else. It's so much stuff. And because you can get access to this season pass, that means you can also access the previous season's pass, which is before Season of the Witch. Look, so I'm going to click on this here for Season of the Witch. Now, I didn't do very much with my alternate character. I only got up to level 9 or 10. But if you've got all the way up the free track on this, look, you're going to be able to claim everything on the paid track, which is, well, that's quite mad, really. There's loads of shaders there again. We've got the X-Diris grenade launcher, the Hexed Shell, Deep Sight harmonizers. So once the new season drops, or rather the new DLC drops, Final Shape, this will be gone, and Season of the Wish will become the previous season. But anyway, if you've been playing that, you need to go to your Destiny 2 account on Bungie.com. I'll leave a link in the description, and you want to go to your season progress and click on previous seasons, and then you can see exactly what you can claim. Look, ooh, lovely, I can pick that up as well. This is well cool. Now, with so much up for grabs, and there's a bloody hell lot of it, you're going to have to start thinking about what you want, because I don't think you're going to be able to get everything in the time that we've got available, but you can certainly target stuff to get. So first of all, I would look at getting the exotic weapons from the main DLCs. So that means getting the Deathbringer and the Xenophage, particularly the Xenophage. It's absolutely brilliant. They're both in Shadowkeep. Then you've got the Salvation's Grip from Beyond Light, a really handy little exotic actually, which you can use to climb very interesting and different and hard to reach spaces. So it's very good to have the Salvation's Grip, because that can come into play quite a bit. And the Lament Sword as well. Both of those are exotic weapons quests in Beyond Light. Make sure you grab that Lament. It's an incredibly good exotic weapon. And then from the Witch Queen, you want the Parasite grenade launcher and also the Osteostrieger as well. Now, the Osteostrieger you just get by completing the main Witch Queen campaign, and the Parasite has got its own little mission attached to it, which is pretty easy to do. So I'd recommend you grab all those first of all. Now, I don't know if you also realized, but we can also have red bar weapons. That's 4 per day from each of the seasonal activities from this past year. So it is possible for you to extract the red bar patterns and get yourself some patterns and weapons to craft. Now, there's quite a lot out there. It's all the weapons from each of the individual seasons. So just before you pile in, make sure you've claimed all the individual artifacts from each seasonal vendor. So you've got the war table there. We've also got the one from the aquatic operations for Season of the Deep. Don't forget the artifact from down here from the Lectern of Divination, and finally the one from Riven for this season, Season of the Wish. Once you've collected the artifacts, because you know that this season it's actually this one, it's the Queen's Foil Censer, you have to pick all those up in order for the engrams for that season to drop during the activities. But as soon as you go to the vendor, the screen will be there and you'll know exactly to pick it up, so it's not something you can miss. Now, I've already done a video about targeted farming and which weapons to choose, but just quickly, from the Season of the Defiance, if I was you, I'd go for the Perpetualis auto rifle. That's excellent. And also I'd go for the Regnant grenade launcher as well. They're both worth targeting to make them craftable. For Season of the Deep, I don't really have a favourite. However, I do see a lot of people saying that the shotgun, the Until Its Return, is very good and well worth crafting. And here we are at the ritual table, and there's quite a few here actually. Season of the Witch I thought was a very good season. I'd go for a Semiotician. I think that's great. I really like the Eleactic Principle. I also like the Eremite Fusion Rifle as well, and even Briar's Love is a lovely what's it called? Scout Rifle. Yeah, so those are probably, I know there's a bit too many there, sorry about that. And final stop, Season of the Wish, loads of good ones, but my preferences are the Scatter Signal Fusion Rifle. That's bloody marvellous. Remember, it is Strand. The Scalar Potential is great, that rolls with Volt Shot, and Doomed Petitioner is great as well. And apart from Season of the Witch, we've got some exotic missions that you can do to earn some exotic weapons. So these are worth considering. These are all the exotic weapons that are connected with the particular seasons. So for the first one, we've got this is the Vex Caliber. The mission is quite a difficult one to run, really, if you're not used to it. And I've got to be honest, I haven't used it once, but it might be something worth considering. Then from Season of the Deep, we've got this one, the Wicked Implement. I do like the look of it, I just never use it. And my favourite exotic from the seasons this year is this. It's the Wish Keeper. It is Strand, and it does synergize with Strand builds. So if you haven't got Lightfall, you're not going to be able to have Strand. Lightfall is free for this month on the PlayStation Plus, but if you don't buy it after that, you're going to lose the ability to use Strand as well. And, well, this is pretty good, but a lot of its utility does disappear if you haven't got the Strand subclass, to be perfectly honest. Now, as for the exotic armor, there's going to be quite a bit that's earnable for you from the 3 expansions, Shadowkeep, Beyond Light, the Witch Queen, and of course all the seasonal stuff as well. But as for the Lightfall exotics, for example, like the Swarmers here, you will be able to earn them as well, even if you don't have Lightfall. And how is that, I hear you ask? Well, first of all, if you've got the PlayStation Plus, you'll be able to have access to Lightfall for the month anyway. But for the rest of us, because Season of the Wish had Mara's wishes, or Riven's wishes rather, let me go to my inventory here. You can see them glowing here. Where are they? There, I got 2 to spend here, the wish tokens. You can redeem these for Lightfall exotics. So let me just quickly show you. Where are they? It's not that one there. Everyone takes so bloody long. Here we go. There it is. Look. And these are the Lightfall exotics. Look, you've got the Cadmus Ridge Lancer, the Abeyant Leap, the Criterion Facade, and the Speedloader Slacks, the Balados Wrathweavers, and the Swarmers as well. And these are the ones that are associated, look, with the other seasons too. We've got the Cenotaph Mask, the Season of the Deep, and the Briar Bands as well. We've got Mothkeeper's Wraps, Triton Vice, Arbor Ward, and also the Pyrogale Gauntlets. There's a lot of these are great, particularly the Pyrogales. They're great. I love the Abeyant Leaps. They're great. Swarmers are fantastic, but of course you need Strand as well. And if you're a big fusion rifle player, the Cenotaph Mask looks ridiculous and is also totally brilliant. Now, the way to get these, of course, there's a couple of ways to get them. You can get them from completing the Witch Queen campaign. They will drop there. Or you can come and do the Lost Sectors, the Legend Lost Sectors. Today's here is Scavenger's Den. You got a chance for one to drop there. And the other one is the Vex Incursion on Neomuna. Now, it's difficult to know when they are because they just generate them randomly, but you can get notifications on how to get them. Now, I've done videos on all of these different topics because this is kind of like a year's worth of videos here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave links in the description for all the relevant videos, and one of them is for the Vex Incursion Discord server or on Twitter, and it'll advise you when there is a Vex Incursion, so you can run on in there and you're guaranteed an exotic piece of armor when you complete it. It'll favour the ones that you haven't got first, and then as you fill it up slowly, then of course you just get repeaters. But it's brilliant. I really would recommend using that. Lost Sectors, Legend Lost Sectors are also very good. There is an increased chance of getting the drops on the Master Lost Sectors, but for the sake of your sanity, I wouldn't bother. I'd do the Legend level. Now, another thing to think of are the seasonal challenges, because they're all going to be made available to you now because you've got access to the entire years of stuff. So if you haven't done them, you can see here we've got the past challenges. These ones here, Season of Defiance, Season of the Deep, Season of the Witch, they're going to be good for XP and leveling up, but you probably won't be able to keep them after the final shape drop. So I wouldn't be, unless you really want to get your level up on your season pass and things like that. This is a really good way to do it, to get nice fat wadges of XP. We've got seasonal bonuses. There were extra ones in Season of the Deep here as well, and Season of the Wish. But if we look at Season of the Wish's full complement of seasonal challenges, you're going to see there are some there that you can earn Bright Dust on. I'd prioritise those as well because, well, Bright Dust is always going to be handy, and no doubt there's going to be loads of stuff. Stock it up for the final shape. So you can see there I've got Generate Orbs in Vanguard activities. I've got Grandmasters there, but I've got a couple that I'm not quite close to completing. I did some more today, look. Complete Crucible matches in competitive playlists. So yes, they're the ones to prioritise first of all, but all of them will give you nice juicy XP that you can use to boost your progress along the season pass. And one final thing before you start doing all of this, come here to the Hall of Champions. Now, in the Hall of Champions, this is free to everybody, so everybody will be able to get that. Make sure you come to the Chest of the Thunder Kegs, and in here, you're going to have a full complement of 1810 gear. Look, you're going to have a full complement of 1810 armor, you're going to have 1810 weapons, and some exotics there as well. Pick them up, infuse them, use them, make sure you've got your power level up to the 1810, because that way, all the new stuff you're going to be grinding in Shadowkeep, in Beyond Light, and also in Witch Queen, you're going to be going in at 1810, and you're going to make it. It's going to make it feel that bit easier. So there we go, an incredibly busy month for new players or people who are lapsed players. Lapsed players, you really should have a go of this. You're going to get loads of stuff, and it might really get you in the mood for Final Shape. Personally, I think Final Shape is, well, is shaping up to be really good. I've got a lot of confidence in it, and I'm looking forward to it. I may be wrong, who knows, but I just don't know. It's got a good feeling about it anyway. So this is a great way to get all the gear, get yourself ready, and above all, and this is what it's all about, folks, enjoy yourselves, yes. And don't forget to get all the stuff, because the stuff's important as well. Let me know in the comments if you've got any other kind of hints and tips in regard to farming this season stuff, and also the stuff for the past DLCs, and what you think people should be targeting, because people read the comments, and it's great to see all your advice flowing out. It might give somebody an idea to go and get something and really help them out. And if you did enjoy the vid, a like would be utterly fantastic. It really helps me out, and a subscription would be even better, as it's free. Anyway, right, I'm off now to go and do some farming on my alt character. I'm going to get incredibly busy. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Sausage out.